The big red tractor and the little village. There's the tractor. Francis Chan is the name of the guy that telling the story. Alright, oh, there it is. Once upon a time in a happy little village, a big red tractor lived in a cozy little shed. That must be the cozy little shed. See the windmill? There's the big red tractor. Oh, and every year when the snow started to melt, that would be the springtime, wouldn't it? The villagers knew it was time to plow up the field, so every morning they'd go out to the little red shed, and he's putting the key in the ignition slot, right? And he's going to wake up the tractor. Ooh, they loved the powerful put, put, kaboom noises he made. Pop, 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 boom, pop, 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 boom. And they cheered because the big red tractor helped them with their hardest job, and that was plowing up the ground so they could plant the crops. And everyone worked together to move the tractor through the field. Half of the people, half of the villagers pushed. Of course, they had to have somebody up sitting, that guy in the blue cap sitting there steering, and the other half pulled with a rope. And of course the tractor smiled. Yeah, he was enjoying this. Of course it took him a long time to move him. It was slow going. There he is. And there are the people. Ah, they worked so hard. But look, they got the ground all plowed up. Yeah, but they had to drink a lot of water, and they were sore, their muscles were sore, because pushing and pulling that tractor through the field, that was a big job. And once they got it plowed, they could plant their vegetables before the rain came. And the rain fell, and the sun came out, the seeds grew, and finally they could harvest. What are those? What's that guy got? Carrots, huh? Oh, and lots of other vegetables. Everyone celebrated when they harvested their food. There was enough to feed the whole village. Isn't that nice? What do you see there? Well, right in front, that's sweet corn, isn't it? Eggplant, maybe? That would be eggplant right there. And I don't know, tomatoes, I suppose. Peppers. Alright, lettuce. Okay. But one day something amazing happened. One of the farmers, Farmer John, he was out cleaning the attic, and he found a book tucked inside an old chest. You know what it says on it? It says, Owner's Manual. Yep. For the big red tractor. It explained how the tractor had been made and all the things it could do. And so Farmer John, he spent all night reading the book. He couldn't wait to tell everybody else what he had discovered. The next morning he gathered everybody together and he told them the good news. He said, the big red tractor, guess what? Can move on its own. We don't have to pull it and push it. We could plow the entire field in just one day. Ha, ha, ha. Nobody believed him. There's no way that tractor can move on its own, they said. That sounds like a fairy tale. But that didn't make Farmer John discouraged. Nope. He didn't stop believing. He knew he had to try it out. So that night, while everybody was asleep, he stayed up late working on the big red tractor. See all the houses? It's dark in all the houses. There's the moon. And the houses are all dark except for one. Farmer John is reading his book. And finally, after several nights of this, he had it ready. He jumped on the big red tractor and he turned it on, and just like before, it went but, boom, but, kaboom. How would we say that? Boom, yep. And he jumped in the driver's seat. It was night, but he didn't care. He drove the tractor out into the field, and he started work, plowing it up. And the next morning, the villagers, they woke up, and they had a huge surprise. They wouldn't have to spend any time pushing and pulling the tractor over the field, over the dirt. They said, "It's a miracle. Who did this?" Ah, look over there. Farmer John asleep on his big red tractor. He had been plowing all night, but he did the whole job by himself. Nobody else. It was true, they said. Farmer John was right. The tractor book is true. What it said in the book is true. That year, the villagers plowed and harvested many fields. They had so much extra food, they were able to share it with villagers in other places. Look, they're hauling it off in this truck. They had so much food. And they visited other villages, went to other villages, and Farmer John always took along the book so they could teach others what they had learned. You don't have to pull and push the tractor around the field. It can do its own work. In fact, they kept telling other people, and it became known all around the world. It couldn't have been done without the use of the book. And do you guys know, Lucy? You're like the red tractor. God made you, and He knows just how you work. And He wrote a book, Pearl. He wrote a book full of truth that you can read to help you know and help all of us know how we are to live and to go about our days. Yep, and the Bible, that's the book that tells us about ourselves. Yep, it tells us that if we do things on our own, we won't accomplish much. But if we trust in Jesus, God will give us the strength, the power, the understanding to be able to do what He wants us to do. He gives it through His Holy Spirit and through His Word. And we want to go and tell other people about the good book, the news. Isn't that wonderful? That's a great story. The tractor. Yeah, how does our tractor work? You know, the tractor we have, we don't have to pull and push it, do we? Nope. We get up and sit on top, and away it goes. But it's because that's the way it was made. How could it be that people wouldn't know that? Yeah, all right.